can't go on a night drive. Lost to my phone, lost for night. Baby, can't go on a night drive. 9 to 5, just like the guy. Baby, can we go on a night drive? Lost to my phone, lost for night. Baby, can we go on a night drive? Tonight, alright, どっか行かない？夜空を見て全部忘れたい。いつまでこんなに bottled up all な気が済むまで just speed it up on the highway, my way, jump until it's daybreak. 道に迷っても構わない cause アドレナリンが止まらない。Baby, can we go on a night drive? 好き勝手だけど Make my way down the road 行き先がないけど Tune into my radio Night drive, 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 night drive アドレナリンが止まらない Baby, can we go on a night drive? Naughty boy, ladies Can we go on a night drive? Naughty boy, ladies Naughty boy, ladies Can we go on a night drive? ゆくゆく明かりつながってゆく星座に見えて Like I'm off to space あなた好きで Like running into darkness 彗星に見えて Like I'm off to space Make a reason 勝手かもねいらない想いを捨てて繰り返す夜景もいいよねたまにこういう時も必要だね
What's up, chat? This is welcome to the Tokyo Machine stream in the you're watching. Yeah, you're watching. Hi everybody, and I need to move the camera. Whoa, yeah, I need to move the Wait, do I? Oh no, that's perfect. Hey everybody, can you hear me? Is audio audible? Yeah, we got visor motherfucking music. No, I need. Okay, my camera needs to. Audio's working. That's perfect. Levels remake today says rap wave music. I don't think that's gonna. Happen. I think my voice is louder than usual. I tried to fuck around with the settings on the thingy. Okay, one sec. Let me just adjust the camera so you can. Boom, and then. Okay, how about? Oh, that's. Whoa, dude, that was wild. Welcome to Tokyo Machine. It's not, it's not a. Welcome to the stream. My name is Tokyo Machine. Holy shit, I'm good at this. Whew. We got Asian Gray with a gifted subaroni with marinara, and I hope you're having a good time. My stream deck just disconnected and reconnected right in front of me right now. Let's test if it still works. It doesn't. My stream deck just broke. Just broke. Cloak official with 5 gifted Submarinos with cheese. Cloak official, thank you so much. Holy, dude, this is okay. You did not have to, dude. And I can't even change it to this different scene because my stream deck just broke. It just broke again. I need to restart it. So this is going to be a little bit meta. I'm going to turn off Stream Deck. It's a device that you use for a particular stream. You just press some buttons and it does it different. And it worked until 28 seconds ago. So I'm going to restart it now and hope to fuck it works. Welcome, everybody. Thank you so much. Thank you, dude. Cloak, Ejon with another gifted sub-arena. What the fuck? I shouldn't be swearing. Should I be swearing? Yes or no? Chat, go. What the? What's what? Dude, okay, no. Immediate. That's not how we play around here. We listen to music, and then we shit on it. That we don't.
Nothing beats it. Jet, 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 jet,
Well, that was anticlimactic. I kind of expected a drop there, but let's hope to fuck this works. Can I change the scene? Yeah, it works. Okay, cool. So USB cables are pretty reliable. We got UFO RIA official. Yoi. In the chat, excuse me. Yoi's in the chat, by the way. It's a thing we do on this stream. It's a thing. Welcome, Salmon Team 2012. First time chat. I need to put you guys on the spot, otherwise you don't learn. I don't know what the fuck I'm saying. Chat, do you also see whenever someone's a first time chatter in the stream? Is this just for me, or is you guys see that too? Because I'm very curious about the outcome of this particular predicament. It's just for me, but you always tell us, says Kilo Eve. Is that normal for a streamer to tell everybody that there's someone for the first time in their... Is this how it's done? I would love to... Well, you guys are... I can stop looking. You guys will be on the TV behind me and I'll just be like... Haha, that is a funny message. Thank you, person. Well, the joke here is that I won't actually be able to see the what you're saying, but... 7TV, you'll see it. Get 7TV, you'll see it. I'm supposed to get it? I see it. Who's it? Who's supposed to see it? What? Anyway, Cloak, Ejon, Gray. Thank you so much. Oh, the viewers. Ginger Gerber says we got no viewers. I knew it. That's why I stream. Users who have 7TV can see first chat messages. Got it. That's good. No. Waivers. Oh, okay. No, we're doing good on spelling here. I'm not the only one being really good at it. And we're gonna find out how good I am at spelling right about the time when it's time to do this. Jackpot motherfucking trackpot. If you're a music producer, go to TokyoMachine.live. And I'm gonna open up submissions just ahead of time, just to be safe, just to you know, it's the first hour. I promised everybody the submissions will be open as soon as we start, and they are. And we got 2 people in a raffle schmaffle, which is beautiful. If you are a music producer, go to TokyoMachine.live. Show us your SoundCloud links, even if they're private. They're gonna be up for display for everybody to see, so anybody will be able to access them, feel them, download them, basically release them as their own, which is awesome. And I would, if I was you, I would just upload whatever you're working on right now on SoundCloud, even if it's private, and send it over. Send it over. Go to TokyoMachine.live, and you'll be able to feedback song on stream music. And thanks to that, maybe I'll find the next song to release on my label. It's called Champo. It's based on a dinosaur. I made it. I have a music label. I don't care. Whatever. Cloak says pretty cool label I heard. Yeah, that's whatever. So I don't care. Why did our characters become so? I can scale you guys up. I just needed to scale you guys down because Gammer came up and he's pretty big, so I didn't want him to get trumped. No, that makes no sense. I'm gonna scale you guys up. How scaled do you want to be? Like the No, I'm gonna keep it 1.2. That's as big as you get. Token Machine says, no, that's me. Visor Music says, you should enable 7TV on your end so we can use custom emotes. How does one do that? You're so smart. Mr. Visor Music. What if we take up the entire screen? Your names can take up your entire screen. Yo. I noticed on Protostar stream, he has like your chat messages also show up, which is, I don't know how to do that. Don't tell me how to do that. I'm not gonna go to the menu right now and fuck everything up. So don't even. I'm just talking to myself here. That's basically the stream. Always been. Ginger Gruber says,
you can set it up that certain words turn into emotes for your stream.
Okay, well. Good, I know that. How? Is my homunculus in the lower part of the screen a cucumber? Says Ganymede Music. Is that what it? I thought it was a piece of celery. Oh no, I'm bad at veggies. I'm sorry. I just don't eat them that much. Tyson says, you should be a voice actor, Token Machine, because you're so amazing. Oh, no, because I can't change my voice like that. Yeah. Yeah, it's whatever. I retract my ball sack back. I'm not going to finish that. Xylokill says, I wonder if Toki has implemented the very cool feature he really wanted to add where the last chat stays on the feedback. Let me reread that. I wonder if Toki has implemented that very cool feature he really wanted to add where the last chat stays on the feedback. No. Oh, you mean like it's visible to the thing? On the thing? No, not yet. I'll have it done on Wednesday, for Wednesday. I had other vibe coding predicaments to go through this week. My boy... It's my boy Bowdy in the building. We got a Bowdy in the chat. My name is produced by Silence. Toki Machine, I'm a huge fan, dude. Welcome to the first time chat. No, welcome to my chat, which is on my stream for the first time because you're chatting for the first time. Prod by Silence. So Silence, that's your name. I know a guy that's kind of named similar. It's very nice to meet you too. I'm bad at small talk. I'm sorry. Like it's good to enjoy. You're right. You're gonna be right over there. Join your buddies. Join your friends. They're here to. Everybody's just here to have a good time. Me too, specifically, because I'm gonna listen to a bunch of new music made by beautiful people. And it's gonna sound pretty great. If you're a music producer, go to TokyoMachine.live. And that's already pinned by Coalmine, one of our beautiful mods. Always on point, always on time. I can always rely on you folks. Just a TV on it. Yeah, exactly. You don't know what I look like, says Cosmic Fluid. Well, done some digging. Kilo Eve says, oh, that's not a message for me. That's a reply to someone else. I should be better at reading chat. Wait for me, I'm rendering, says Caladrius. Fucking no. We're gonna start watching. Yo, Toki, what's up? Off-air FLP. FLP? Off-air Philip. Hey, Philip. Did you check out Ace Studio, by the way, Toki? No. Oh, is that the AI thing with the vocal extension thing? Where you can do covers, vocal covers and such? No, I didn't. I did check out Suno Studio, however. How many of you have checked out Suno Studio? Hands up. FLP equals Fruity Loop project file. Visor says, hands up emoji, hands up emoji, hands up emoji. Yeah, that's, I would say Suno is going to be a pretty heavy use. Xylokiller says, I refuse to even have a Suno accent or account. Fuck. I need to be better at reading stuff. Strings aren't there yet, says Asian Gray. Strings, like Suno generated strings, is that what you're saying? Yeah. That was perfect. Do you use FL Studio to produce your songs, Toki? No, I use Bitwig. Bitwig. The better Ableton. I'll wait. Xylokill says he uses disabled. That's good. What makes it better than Ableton? Just fucking everything. Even the name, dude. Ishan Gray, I'm not getting rage baited. What do you mean? My stream deck is dead again, dude. This is gonna happen at the worst moment, I know it. Right when I need to like end the stream with an end the stream button. And it's just gonna be like, oh shit, I can't end the stream. And we're just sitting there looking at each other like idiots. Asian Gray, Toki, I'm not reacting at your message. I know, I'm seeing that. Tokyo bots, no, that's my bot. Salmon Team 2012 says, Toki, I'm on TV. Hell yeah. Look at you guys, you're famous. If you are a music producer, go to TokyoMachine.live because soon enough we're gonna do something called Jackpot. And how it works is you sign in, you authenticate with your Twitch account, and by doing that, I get all your data for free. I sell it on the Onion, and we're having a good time. Oh, and you send a song, and we listen to it. Already got 23 songs in the raffle. For something called... I'm joking, I'm not gonna do that again to you guys. Prod by Silence says, I'm validating my Google Drive link. Awesome. Validate the out of that link, dude. Or do that. This Panic at the Disco CD lyric book is so cool. Would love to see it. Send it in Jackpot Trackpot on TokyoMachine.live. Music feedback, it's what it's called usually. If you want to see the link, because you're too lazy to type it in a browser, go to ! Submit, or ! SoundCloud, or ! Raffle, or ! The fourth thing that I set it up to be, but I forgot. And it's also mobile compatible. You can do it from a phone, because whatever, I did it that way. I just thought, it's useful to do it that way. It's whatever. Mobile compatibility is pretty important, but it was just natural for me to do that. I don't care. M was here says, alrighty, let me get my photocopier. Oop. ! No, https://www.tokyomachine.live. I got everything. I got every domain under the sun. I am Caladrius. I'm continuing the gift sub they got from Asian Gray. Oh! Wait, that's a thing. I've never seen this before. You can continue a sub. Erarius in the chat. Yoy. What else do we got? Jackdox. That makes me want to play this one particular game that they made like 7 sequels of. It has like these games that are like couch games with friends you can play on a TV. Yeah, that's something like that. They made like 6. What the fuck? Really? 16? Bruh. We can do that at the we can do them at the beginning of December. You know what? No, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do them in for Christmas. We're gonna do some Yak Box. Sizen asks, have you seen the new Stranger Things yet? No. I think I stopped on season 2. Matter of fact. Jackdog says, but my name is Jack, so I had the name first. That's true. Is it trademarked though? And if it is it trademarked in every territory? And if it is trademarked in every territory, is it trademarked under every branch of business? Because you might be competing with certain other businesses on Jackpot Trackpot. That made no fucking sense, but I'm gonna just continue rolling with it because I'm a professional streamer. 100 biddies from Xylokill says, our second toe feels more like the actual middle finger rather than the actual middle toe. Holy shit. Damn, dude. Wow, that's eye-opening. You know what else is eye-opening? The fact that Champo, my record label, was put on Geometry Dash as the second ever label right after NCS. I don't care. It's whatever. Kitty XCVB with a first time chat. Thank you for the bonk. And we got 26 in the raffle. If you're a music producer, go to TokyoMachine.live and send us your music. And I mean it, your music. You made it. You, not your friend that's taking a that's pooping right now and he can't attend. You. And you got to be in the chat also while we listen to it. Otherwise I reject. Where's my gasp soundboard? That one. Whatever. Ow. Is Toki Chumpo is a dinosaur? Yes, absolutely. Was extinct. From what I heard. Rainbow Paws with a first time chat. Welcome, Amazing Omega, with the first time. No, not really a first time chat, but I'm gonna put you on the spot here. Anyway, what was the last track? I'm thinking I would have to press back and find out what that last track was. I didn't even hear it. That was Rejection with Kingdom on this label called Champo. It's whatever. Says I am Modus in the chat. Yeah, I'm gonna play this. Oh, this one's good. Straight out of South Korea. Oh, that was a different yoit. I don't really do yoits like this. Blue Lib 67 says that's it. I'm in. It sounded like you're kind of like, that does it. Anyway, maybe that's how I heard that in my head. Aquaforf says, guys, stay hydrated. Shit. Tell me about it. Welcome to a Tokyo Machine stream. Xylokill says, I am unfortunately addicted to pineapple pizza after I moved to Italy, which seems illegal. How is that even possible? How does one achieve that? Sleepy Burke live. Yo, it's my first time here. Hello. Welcome, Sleepy Burke. Welcome to my studio and my stream also, where we talk music things And later on, we're gonna do something called Jackpot Jackpot. And what happens on Jackpot Jackpot is you guys, holy 30. We got 30 already. I'm closing the out of these submissions in about all right, half an hour more. Sleepy Bark Live says, never heard your real voice before this. Is cool. Oh, I need to start reading better. You just saw me before I hit puberty, I guess. That's it. Awkward silence. Dead air is good sometimes. Oh, that's a nice song I made. Check it out. Oh, I made it with Andrew, actually. One of the guys from Champo. Team. It's whatever. I'm so glad my Stream Deck works flawlessly and never breaks. Okay, legit question. What's your opinion on Future Rhythm? Good. Okay, you finally gotta submit a whip for this time? Nope. Lou Live says, since I'm in the queue is too damn long. Since I'm in the queue is too damn long. Leaf Hansen with a probably 7th time chat. Toki, have you ever played Mega Man or listened to the OST? Of course, as a kid, mostly.
Izon, is the air dead or is it alive?
Oh, that was horrific. That was, oh my god, it was too moist. And I can... Yeah, no, don't do that. These masks don't protect you from yours. But you can get them on TokenMachine.shop. Grammar. Wait, is Grammar here? Oh no, just you're talking about my grammar. No ketchup or pizza. Gotta draw the line somewhere. Oh, no ketchup on pizza. Yeah. What? Why? Well, okay. Ketchup? Yeah, I agree. I agree with ketchup. Ketchup is yeah. Ketchup on pizza wouldn't be a thing. Sleepy Bark Live. That's a great question. What are 5 plugins you can't live without? FabFilter shit. Vital nowadays. Native Bitwig stuff, but like if we're talking about just external VSTs, it's a good question. Something like Kilohearts, certain things from Kilohearts. Dude, Current is such a like, I don't know, maybe I just haven't discovered it, but like Current is such a hit or miss for me. Like I can't find, like the presets alone, I found like maybe 7 presets that fit my style out of the entire library. But like maybe I just need to discover it more. I've seen it's pretty versatile. OTT, yeah, but I got a special stack. It's called Hyper OTT that I use. So it's tough. Okay, Kilohearts, FabFilter stuff. Vital. Oh, RC20 Retro Color, incredible for tape emulation, and lots of different like wobbly stuff for bit crushing. It's also great. Downsampling. No, for bit crushing, not for downsampling. Current is my new plugin after Serum. Aquaforf says, maybe I gotta dig into it more. Maybe I'm just not well versed yet. I need to familiarize myself with it more. Aquaforf, I enjoy a lot while renting Serum. You know, this is fucking crazy, by the way. I own Serum 1 ever since like years, right? Like a decade. What I didn't realize is what Steve Duda did regarding Serum 2, and I didn't even know. I just straight up bought Serum 2, and then it's on the website. It says, hey, if you own Serum 1, you also just own Serum 2 right now. Like, dude is Jesus, literally. Like, he's like the best Samaritan the earth has ever seen. Dude could have made like tens of millions of dollars. He's like a martyr. Incredible. Just a pure altruism in that guy. Toki, please give some advices on how to deal with burnout, says Caladrius. Yes. Well, if you've been here on my last stream with Gammer, we talked a bit about it. Generally, get yourself out of the zone you're currently in. You're in a bubble. You have tunnel vision. You need to go to a show, meet with people you haven't met for months, listen to other people's sets, go to a festival. This, for me and Gammer, it seems, without me even having to tell him that ahead of time, this seems to be like the point at which you break through the burnout. It's like you get so much inspiration all of a sudden. Or just don't make music for a while. That's also good, especially if you've been doing it for a while. But a lot of people just experience burnout for months. And it's this like, you haven't been making music for a while anyway. New meetings and shows. Get out of your house, bro. That's kind of what works with most people. Go to a show near you. Maybe it's gonna be a Tokyo Machine show. Go to tokyomachine.net to find out. I got fucking every domain under the sun. Serum 2 has pretty much been my main synth for my newer music, says Cosmic Fluid. Yeah, the spectral stuff. It's awesome. You can like import anything and turn that into like a convolution kind of layer that can like make some really cool tear out guns, for instance. I need to fuck around with it more. It's awesome that Serum is standalone ever since. Like, you don't have to open up a DAW just to fuck around with stuff. I'm cussing too much. I haven't made much music for 3 months during summer, and I got some inspiration after I started writing again, says Cosmic Fluid. Yeah, a big break for sure helps. But a lot of people experience the burnout despite the big break, which that's the people I talk to mostly. Like when it comes to getting out of that rut of just writer's block and stuff like that, burnout. Go to a show. Going to a show, seriously. So good. Or if you can't go to a show, just watch like a brand new set of someone that you're really inspired by, or someone from the scene, like, I don't know, the Virtual Riot Mission Ballroom show, for instance. All of a sudden there's like, wow, he plays a lot of baile funk. What the fuck? Let's try that out. You know what I mean? That kind of mindset. Like just try something new. Get out of your bubble. Dyson says, the last show I went to was Justice in October. Dude, what I would give to see Justice live. That's insane. Oh my god. That's awesome. How was it? I don't have to ask that question, kind of low-key. Coalmine says, sometimes burnout means your brain needs to do something different. Yep. Literally. Yep. Blue Live, your music vocabulary is Chinese. Most what? Okay. Blue Lib says, your music vocabulary is Chinese most of the time to me. I'm more aware of keys, rhythmic, or theory like that, but plugin effects and all around, I'm such a noob. I don't know how to parse this message, dude. My brain needs help. When are we getting stamps for one of your releases? Great question. I will need to discuss a lot of stuff with Monstercat because a lot of them are on Monstercat, especially the old shit, the throwback stuff. Which is what I'm gonna be doing flips off, or just like VIPs off in front of you guys starting next month, which is in 2 days. But my first stream is this Wednesday. If we're gonna go through a lot of submissions, we got, how many do we got right now? 34, just for tonight. If we get way more, I might do another stream tomorrow, just like an additional feedback stream, Sunday thing. Because I don't want to leave you guys hanging so many times. Like, more often than not, I've seen a chat message like, "Hey, I've been here for 6 streams, I never got rolled. I should be privileged and stuff." So I wanna try to get through a lot of you, and I don't want to rapid fire. I don't want to half-ass any of the feedbacks, especially now that I got this sick ass again, rating 1 out of 10 for each category. And that's whatever. You guys see. You guys will see. It's just... It's whatever. Luliv, you'll like my track anyway if I have the chance to on the track, but this time. Ganymed Music says, cutting off social media and avoiding current overstimulation has done wonders for my music production. Yeah. I would love to be able to cut out social media. When it's your job, it's kind of... It sucks that you're kind of forced to do certain things. But it's another topic that me and Gammer and Virtual Riot often talked about too on streams. That motto it being, it isn't until you start loving something that it won't feel like a job anymore, especially for content. Nobody says you could try to add a loyalty to that trackbot. If you saw like 5 out of 10 streams in a row, you get a little more chances. What? Bruh. How would that be even like... That's impossible, dude. I don't even know of a... I don't know what would have to happen. Like what kind of webhook or API will be able to allow you to do something like this? Loyalty to the... There's no way, dude. There's no way you can do that. I can't imagine that. And of course, when you prompt it, it's gonna be like, oh yeah, sure, of course, yeah, I'll make that for you real quick in 2 minutes. That's what AI is gonna tell me. And then, oh, I misunderstood. No, that's impossible. No, it's not something you can do willy-nilly like that. You would need to have tracking and backend database search parsing enabled. No, there's just certain things I just don't even things I don't even want to think about to even try to ask AI to make for me, because that was outlandish. Kitty XCVB says, poops in the choops. I love it. It brings me back. Brings me back to the good old days of 8 days ago. We got Xylokill with a fucking essay as usual. I sometimes joke about not getting picked for a few streams in a row, but I don't most of the time care unless I gotta meet a deadline. You never let any of us down. The streams are extremely helpful and fun to be around, and we love you. Blah blah blah. Whatever. I don't. I'm sorry. No, dude. Thank you. I always wanted to do that. Shout out SoundCloud. I'm sorry. That felt horrible, dude. That felt horrible. Thank you, Xylokill. I genuinely thank you for that message. That's awesome. But I always wanted to do this. Okay. Modus says, add a feature so people have to speedrun Super Mario Bros. Any percent before they get feedback. Fastest to beat it gets feedback. Now, Bowdy with 100 babies. Thank you, No Bowdy. My name. You guys get the reference? You guys get the quick little reference? 1 note. No, it was 2 notes. You should know what show that is. If you're a music producer, go to TokenMachine.live, because soon enough we're going to be doing that. Bob's Burgers. Yes, that's on point. That's exactly the show it was for. 36 and a submish. Yeah, no, this is going to be 2 streams. We're going to do tonight, probably like 3 hours maybe. And tomorrow, another 3. Who knows? 9-hour stream, let's go! No. But yeah, in general, I do use a special moisturizer cream, but it's just not, it's still itchy sometimes. Ah, wrong conversation. My bad. My bad. 12-hour stream. Hell yeah. No. Have I? What's the longest stream I've done? I think I've done... Around COVID, I did a Little Nightmares stream. It was like 7 hours, I think. Ravioli says... No, Raliovi says... Do you ever get tired of listening to your own stuff? I don't... Well, the only time you get tired of listening to your own stuff is when you produce it. This is what kind of sucks. Sucks. Oh my god, first world problem. But like, when you make a track, you listen to it so many goddamn times, and then the waiting time until it gets released, especially with bigger labels, it's like could be months, right? You get by the time it comes out to you, it's an ancient piece of relic, just garbage. So you've listened to it so many times, like thousands, literally, right? Without even thinking. But it's the excitement of people's response to it once it comes out is what brings you back to this zone of like, oh yeah, I remember making it. Yeah, a lot of people don't realize how much time passes ever since you finish making a track until it comes out. Unless it's a track like Busted with Teminite and Boom Kitty, which we had to make over the course of less than a week. And it came out like a week, 2 weeks later or something. So that was pretty fresh. You've heard that story. Depending on the first track, I might need to stand up for this. Ganymed says, because hearing every second and detail of it makes me almost hate it by the end of it. Exactly, dude. Exactly. Yup. $37. Mother. Xylokyo says, that's a
Busted.
Deadline to work with. $37. No, that's not how it goes. Yay. Yeah. 5 out of 10. Asian Gray says, why'd you say that? Who? Me? What did I say? Clumber. What the fuck is a mem? Like memory? Dude, I'm so glad these panels work again. Like they're symmetrical and like the glow works and shit. Oh yeah. Now it's symmetrical. That was better, I think. If you are a music producer, I am giving you 10 more minutes to submit your song at TokyoMachine.live. Even if it's private. As long as it's on SoundCloud. First time chat from WSO Music. Says, practice, practice, practice. And that's in reply to someone else, so I shouldn't be intervening in someone else's conversation, but welcome. If you're a music producer, says Caladrius, go touch grass. Tyson says, how's life been? Busy. Busy, busy, busy. Outside of this. Send your grass and TokyoMachine.live. No, wait, stop. Twitch, this is... What I just said was meant for like grass that you find on the ground in a backyard. All right, thank you. Lethal Inc. says Yes by Fox Stevenson. Wait, Fox Stevenson has a track called Yas? Oh, he does. I'm not going to play it because I don't know if I'm going to get muted, but oh, it's brand new. It's on Pilot. Pilot is a UKF branch, right? Do I have a Discord server? Yes! Exclamation point Discord. Tokyo Machine. No. Discord.gg/Toki Crew. Exclamation point Discord. You'll get there. There we go. Join us. Join the family. We got over 5,000 happy people. Looking fine and dandy. And not a single voice chat in sight. Dio killed. Tokyo, did you hear the new Temanite and Explosion Cat collab? No, but I heard this. Yoink. Did you guys hear the Master 2? Bro, what? Oh, should I hear it? 1 second. I heard this, though. You want to listen to this song together?
Shall we begin? You have entered a world beyond your reckoning. Foolish creature, feel the enchanted power of the Master! There is no escape!
Shout out Mexico!
Let's pick up the pace.
Okay, skip to the good part. Skip to the part with the vocals.
And for my next trick, well done. Let's give
Thank you, Aquaforth.
applause.
I loved people's reaction on the TLT tour. That was awesome.
This time, we're only warming up.
Shout out SoundCloud.
Show me what you've got.
Probably a shadow. That was weird though. Oh, we skipped the best part. 1 second. I need to rewind.
Show me what you've got.
Thank you. That was. Thank you for I might have done the vocal there. That's whatever. Sitting at a dining table in a kitchen in Las Vegas with a SMB. Bro said la 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 la. SM7B, yeah. SMB probably sounds like a machine gun of some sort. And again, Twitch, I'm just referencing like the type of a gun here because I made the mistake of calling an SM7B microphone an SMB. And to me, to my brain, it sounds like a machine gun of some sort of game. And now that I said the word machine gun now 3 times, I just want to clarify. I meant the microphone. We're musicians. No, it's fine.
See you later.
Aquaforf says, and reference Noisia's song, yeah. Sleepy Burke, live. You know how many people PvP shooter games people play on this platform? Oh, did I read people twice? I'm just nervous. There's too many of you. Look, 38. My favorite number. Visor Music says, so do subs also have higher chance now? Yes, absolutely. Subs have a higher chance. Subs have a ×3 chance, and gifted the sub receivers have twice the chance of getting raffled. Yeah. Voltage 4 is a come. Is that what is incoming? That's Habsquid about? You people have 2 minutes left to join. If you're a music producer, go to TokyoMachine.live because soon enough we're doing something called Jackpot Motherfucking Trackpot. Is it a good name? I was thinking because like it's a casino and it's jackpot, you know, when you win and shit. But like we're not really raffling. The 3 things on the thing are not really like it's just the art, the person's name and the person's track name. It's not really like you're winning. You're putting a Shut up. Leave Hansen. Toki, you should play your Champo levels in Geometry Dash on stream. I think Oh, I should. Yo, I should have a Geometry Dash stream. Chat? Yo.
Hydraulic lock engaged.
Did UX Festival cross your radar last week? Could get on there as a headliner, says Janman OC. No, it didn't get on my radar. Last week I was pretty busy. And I'm busy this week too. I need to stand out for this shit, dude. Let me play you this beautiful sound of this desk going up, and I'm gonna do the.
You're shaking hands with danger.
Perfect. Maybe I'll just like do the. This is best. This is gonna be the best. You guys have -2 minutes to submit your songs right now. And whatever you do, make sure these are your songs, yours, not someone else's. And don't send a song that was like made 7 years ago just to show off what you made 7 years ago. God damn it. Because we're serious people here. We got 39 in the submission raffle. God damn it. This is gonna be 3 days of me rolling this, dude. Despite the amazing system that I built for everybody. It's a Skrillex song? What? Nah, we can't play that. Oh, that's a good song. It's on my label, Tokyo Machine. No, that's my name. My label is Chumpo. This dinosaur thing where we release a lot of really cool artists. I give you 5 more minutes, folks. 5 more minutes to submit your songs, and then we'll see where that takes us. Huh? How about that? How about that? Exclamation point. Shop. No. I mean, you can do that too, whatever. Exclamation point. Submit. TokyoMachine.live. Submission is still open. I mean, the submissions are still open. You can still open submissions. I mean, they're open. You can send submissions. Fuck. Toki, weren't you supposed to look up Nanahira? Was I? Nanahira. Japanese vocalist. No, I don't think so. Was I? Is that something from last stream? I don't remember. Dude, my mic is so much louder now, isn't it? W Color Base says Sleepy Bark live. Sleepy Bark. Oh yeah, I've been rocking this t-shirt for way too long. It's never washed it either, just joking. Who is Chime? Says Caladrius. Never heard of him. This is Chrome. Right. I forget the actual naming schemes. That's blown? What? Dodging and fuck. I love that. What else was there? There's some really good. There's some zingers in there, if I'm honest. Let me raise the desk just a bit. Oh, that's much better. Spaghetti. Nice. Because the original name is based on spaghetti. It's funny because you just brought it back to the OG original meaning. Slug. Just one, singular. Love it. Boog.
Welcome to Jumbo's Roller Coaster of Doom, where each ride may be your last.
2 more minutes, folks.
Please keep your
Exclamation point SoundCloud. Exclamation point. No, you don't need to do that. The fucking link is pinned in the chat. Just go to TokyoMachine.live. I know I said that 5 minutes ago. 2 minutes ago now. 1.5 a minute. Ow. Jesus Christ. Tokyo Machine. Oh, Modus says, after the heat death of the universe, 2 more minutes. I'm good with time. I know my time. I know my shit. Everything I do always has a meaning, and I value my time. Specifically, I know exactly what time it is right now. Definitely not time for Haunty to spook the out of me right now. I think it's gonna be time for Yak Boy Frackpot. And in other terms known as time for send me music, your music. And you got 1 minute left. 1 is enough. What's going on? All right, I'm gonna close the submission. because we're beginning. Yeah, but. I'm gonna pause the. No, I'm not gonna pause the music. I'm gonna let it ring out because it's almost done. Let's listen to the end of the song. All right. Perfect. And it's over. And I'm closing submissions. Yeah. Oh my God. All right. 38 in the raffle. I believe we had 40, but I guess 2 of you changed your mind. I'm not going to feel too bad about it. I don't care that much. 1, 2, test vocals, voice test. Can I hear myself? Awesome. I'm gonna put this mic right here, so we don't experience any of the because that would be very unprofessional to do on stream. Any sort of sound like it just wouldn't really work in a professional environment like this. So I want to keep it. I want to keep like just balanced and leveled, and none of this. Because that would just be horrible, and I wouldn't want you guys to experience that. Let's pull the lever. We got a track from
Dig 'em.
Existential Crisis clip, submitted by Digama. There's no way this f***ing track starts like this. There's no way. I'm rewinding. I'm sorry, I gotta say this. This is already the most promising waveform I've seen ever. What a start, huh?
What do we mean when we talk about personality? What is your personality? It is the way you get along with other people around you and with your changing environment.
Ah, children nostalgia. I love that. Cool, let's listen. I don't know. Sometimes when Caladius says something in the chat, I can't. No feedback. This is great. I'm about to. Fucking perfect, man. This is perfect. And the art, what even is that? What am I looking at here? Oh, dude, it's someone on the floor. Someone's like laying down. What? Is that someone doesn't have a face? It's a girl? Like a... What am I looking at here? What is that? Me after eating too much pizza. What? Very, very early AI-esque. Like one of those images where it's just like, hey, you can't tell what this image is, and even no matter how long you look at it. Yeah, it looks like they're lagging like... At first I thought it was like a tent. Like a tent and someone is inside the tent with like a tiny little flashlight. But no, that's someone's head and hair. I love the shading, just like the glow, it being like a vignette that's like overreaching. It's kind of cool. Shut up, Izyan. This is epic. Because like this glow kind of reminds me of like a... Like no, there's clearly like a little table lamp pointed at someone's like chest, like or this is like a scanner. Like that person is dead or like collapsed from fainting or something. But then there's like a mechanic arm that's just like scanning corpse number 7, you know, shit like that. Just and like the purple, I really love the purple just aspect of it. Just purple in general is like a good color for color base in general. And I can't really tell if it's a child or like a grown up. Like it's very ambiguous, this image. Like it's definitely someone's just laying like this and it's got their knees together like to the side and something's happening around like the chest or stomach areas. Now it's definitely like a flashlight. Could be also like a, you know, one of these like showers that has like LEDs in it. You can get like on AliExpress or like Temu, one of these like super cheap like $2 shower heads probably. I'm just guessing. And they have like these LEDs that can just like shine as you have it as you're having a shower.
What is your personality? It is the way you get along with other people around you and with your changing environment.
But we've definitely established this is a girl in like a nightgown kind of thing. And the title, Existential Crisis, of this particular painting is like, it fits because a lot of people feel like this when they have an existential crisis. That's kind of like they can't really picture their own state. And it's kind of cool because like the title fits the image. Yeah. I would have maybe like initially like the vignette being off center and like there being more light on the left side of the image kind of triggered me. But now I'm looking at it, it's just like, yeah, I get it. Again, with existential crisis, that's something that would make sense. Like you're just skewed. Your entire mindset is skewed. You know what I mean? Like just everything. Like it's the symbolism in this image is awesome. I do fuck with it. Oh, the song. Right. Yeah. Fucking. Oh shit, I didn't type anything in, but that was phenomenal. We got a track by Why So Cold, and it's called Hot. And the song says, drop it like it's hot. And we got Beatles. Okay, I'll play it. Damn, dude, I can already feel this is gonna fuck.
Let's go! Drop it like it's like it's drop it like it's let's go. Yeah. Like it's drop it like it's
yeah, dude.
Let's go. Drop it like it's like it's drop it like it's let's go. Yeah. Like it's drop it like it's
Tom Phil. It's crazy. I'm not gonna get very nitpicky about this track either. Yeah, like this, the Microsoft Sam being hashed to the left just throws me off. Like it's a with this particular voice synthesizer, you expect it to be just the most ancient kind of relic of technology, which means mono as fuck, please. But it's cool. It's cool to do like you know, like a call response, like when it comes to vocal fills and ad libs. To have one of them be extremely mono and then the next one is raw, just white as heck. It's a really cool contrast. It's really good to build that way. So I kind of get it why one of these is stereo, but maybe you should have done the other one stereo and this one mono.
let's go.
This let's go. It's kind of off tempo. I mean, it's off grid.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Like it's panned to the right a little bit for some reason, like just a little bit, like 8%. But
drop it like it's like it's drop it like it's
Your snare requires a little bit of high end, especially compared to some of the like staccato elements that you have in sometimes overlaying the snare during the drop, like right here. There was like a zap and like a little syncopated hit right before the snare that was way brighter than the transient of the snare. So in general, I think globally, brighten up the transient of the snare. It needs to fuck a bit harder. Let's go! Just in general, you can boost up the snare maybe like 1.5 dB. Yeah, that one note on the MIDI here on this like yo-y kind of bass with lots of reverb here on the offbeat. I'm not sure if I would pick that particular note for it. It's too dissonant. And I do appreciate your whole thing where you got the whole intro in one key and the drop is in a different key. I think. Let me verify. F, and then the drop is. It's hard to tell what fucking key that is. Let's go! Is that a D? Yeah, I wouldn't do a D on that. I would maybe do like a E or like a B here. Just not D. Just try a different key for this. Yeah, it's like the selection of these growls and the bass stabs is really cool. But the notes, just the MIDI. All you need to adjust is the MIDI, and a little bit of a nitpick about the amount of reverb on this. It's got that reverb tail after it. I don't know if I would do it. This is a track that's like very choppy, and especially during a drop like this, you don't want to have a lot of reverb leaking from one call onto the response because it would just kind of blend together. It won't have that snap to it. Yeah. And also this one note. It's weird because the first two hits of it don't have really that much low end, but the remaining hits do. It's like you're kind of filtering the low end back in as that happens. It's weird. I don't know why. Yeah, this zap is way brighter than everything else here. And I would want to EQ some things here for sure. See, in a drop down in a breakdown section like this, you definitely want to. You're keeping the snare more timid, which is good. Maybe every second snare could have like a little clap reverb layer on it. This tom fill is so weird because like it doesn't lead to any sort of drum hit that feels like it's part of the same drum set. This drum hit is this tom fill, the boom boom boom, feels like it's very organic, very acoustic, panned accordingly to where the tom actually is situated, and then it doesn't really fit the kick that follows it. The kick that follows it is like this typical dubstep 2017 kind of kind of kick, you know what I mean? Right here. Just I would choose a different tom fill, or if you want to keep this one, it needs more OTT. It needs to be a bit crushed. You need to have that kind of effect, like the pumping effect. The transient comes first, and there's a pump, and it brings back the tail. Who's Tom? Nice. Let's go! No, Big Crush. Jesus fucking Christ. I'm not misspeaking that much. Shut the. Drop it like it. Like Initially, I also wanted to complain about the kick just a little bit, but I mean, it's a kick. It works. It works on this particular track for sure. I feel like you could push this track also a bit more on the limiter. We're -6 on the drop. Let's go! This let's go again, kind of too much low end in it. Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! For some reason, it's slightly panned to the right. It's not centered. Maybe throw some chorus on it too. One second. Yeah, this what it bothers me. I like that you bring in the mix of the repeated vocal chop, the flat. It like it swoops in with the reverb, really cool. But I'm not sure if that main repeated vocal doesn't have too much low end on it. Yeah, I think it does. Flat. Just too much low end on it, I think. Yeah, like, I don't think it should have anything below 300 hertz. Anything. No, this is not a lot to fix. This is basically like just throwing an EQ on anything I talk about here and just doing one adjustment. What's up, Simons? Yeah, if it just abruptly goes from the drop to a breakdown here. Some sort of trend. You do a pause, which is cool. Like a pause when it comes to the drums being subtracted for this part. But I don't know. Something about this is too sudden. Too sudden of a switch between the drop and the breakdown here. Maybe it needs like a whoosh, one of those like low end rumbles impacts from like. But dude, yeah, and it's a, you know what? It's a 2 minute 20-second track that speaks speaks whatever it wants to speak. It does the whole flow. Great structure. You get to do 2 beautiful drops throughout it. Maybe you know, the similarity of the drops was definitely also just something I would maybe these days want to, you know, just switch it up on the second one somehow. It's your choice how. Or just a single empty kick, says Neka DJ here. Yeah, if you ended the drums here, like just like a kick with low reverb and no drum set. Oh, by the way, next up we're gonna listen to "Why So Cold" by Hot. Oh wait, it's the same f***ing track. Thanks, SoundCloud. Shout out. Yep. Idea. Awesome. I like the contrast between hot and cold. Sound selection. Phenomenal, honestly. Like, there was not much to fix apart from nothing. Like, sound selection? Like the selection. We're not talking about what it sounds like, EQ, compression stuff, just the actual sample or synth that you're using, the patch. 9. That's a 9er right there.
That's a 9er.
Structure? Fucking somewhere up here. Super short and sweet. You got the both drops, you got the perfect build-ups, you got the really good breakdown. I'm subtracting a couple points here, or maybe just 1 point, because your kind of your second drop was similar to the first one, just too similar. Maybe you could have done some variations there. I feel like that's about it. Mix master, you could have pushed a bit more, and yeah, mix wise, I'm gonna, you know what? Because like there's the snare doesn't really fuck hard. The brightness of the zap was too bright compared to the snare and stuff like that, and you were oscillating around like -6.5 on the LUFS on the loudest part. So like a 7.5, but I don't have a 0.5, so I'm gonna put you at 8. Yeah. Vibe? Holy crap. Somewhere in this area. Somewhere here. Like, yeah. Somewhere here. It's a cool vibe. Also, regarding the mix, you know what? Fuck you. Because the vocals required some high passing and stuff like that. But, dude, you're in the green. You're in the green, son. Good shit. This is awesome. Very solid. Solid, I would say, even. You're welcome. I don't know, sample flip thing by Off Air. I am just playing around with this one to get a full track idea. Cool. So it's just like a whip. It's not really, we're gonna ignore the structure probably. Or maybe not. Let's check it out. Hell yeah, dude. Such great submissions today, folks. Shout out. Shout out SoundCloud. Nah, not really. I'm joking. SoundCloud can go suck it. Nah, I'm joking, SoundCloud. I love you. I love you, SoundCloud. Dude, I'm so impressed by your submissions today, folks. This is awesome. Intro's perfect. I don't know why this shows up. It's like sometimes when I press it, it's fine, but when I like press and accidentally drag my cursor upwards just a little bit, it fucking does. Yep. That's what is that? Like if I hold and drag, it does this. What? Like who? IMO just says that's the intended behavior, by the way. It's f***ing not. Whoever came up with like who? Oh, Shady Night time with a first-time chat. Find the developers. Legit. I would if I could. I would if I could. Anyone know that? I would if I could. Where's that from, chat? Where's that from? Anyone? No? Any boomers in the chat? The only nitpick I have since the start of the drop is the pitch of the snare. Like the note. It could be fucking one semitone up. One. Just one. It would be better. Because now you got an A. but like slightly couple hertz lower than A. Oh, it might be G sharp actually. Yeah, it's a G sharp, I think. Dude, consider an F sharp. Yeah, the pitch of the snare is the only thing that I can kind of nitpick thus far. Yeah, or pitch it up just by almost a semitone to hit the A. This keeps popping ever since I discovered accidentally. My hand keeps slipping the goddamn play button, and it keeps popping up. Yeah, it's like a dry Reese, like a saw wave. Yeah, it works. It works in this particular tracks contest, I think. Turn TK with a first time chat. Just press the smaller play button. No, oh, this one. Oh, it doesn't. Oh, it doesn't do that. Oh, this one. You know what? I might switch to this one. Thank you. Turn TK. Are you from SoundCloud or something? SoundCloud is such a good platform. I love it. Well, if you're from there, it's I like it. I keep thinking she sings about bananas. Listen to the vocal chops on the first drop. Just me. It's just. Very well controlled chops, like in what happens more often than not is when you guys do vocal chops or any sort of like chops in such vein, you hear all sorts of clicks at the end because of the lack of fades and stuff. And this one so far is pretty good. The filtering works. Yeah, the introduction of the main synth from the main drop here. This is the, you know, I do hear some clicks here. What is that though? Oh, there's like an effect. There's like an effect loop, like a just some crackle in there. What the fuck? What are those clicks in my left channel? What was that? You hear that click like a might want to clean that up. It's some sort of effect sound, but I don't think it fits here, whatever that is. Oh, and how you cut the reverb from the vocal and the pause right before the first. Beautiful, beautiful. Ooh, and the low end sits so well. Are you sure the MIDI is correct there? Yeah, we're sitting at good lufts. Speaking of Saison 3 minus 3.2. Good shit, good shit. All right. Hi-hat's perfect, the kick is perfect, the snare needs to be pitched up by a semitone or -2. Damn, this is so fucking cool, man. I think these chops here required a bit of a clicky transient at the beginning, like a tick, 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 tick. Yeah, some sort of click there, layered on top, as if it's just like, as if you're like pitching every single one of these chops by an octave up for the first 30-second of a bar, like a tiong, 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 tiong. So you want to add like a little clicky transient, like a literally something you would find in like a rim shot or a snare, just the first 30 milliseconds of it. Like a tit, 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 tit. And, you know, I'm nitpicking about such stupid stuff right now because I think this song is so close to just being perfect. That's why I do it. TJERBOR. So here's the rules here. If you're a sub, you're times 3 chances. If you're gifted a sub, 2 times the chance. And God damn it, I should have had this live because we have a lot of sub gifters and they don't seem to be getting any fucking luck unless they also subscribe themselves. So I should be like doing, if you're also a gifter, maybe this compounds into an even higher chance or something. I'm not sure. You guys will. I love to. The way I do things is I want to bounce things off of you guys because I don't want to do anything like that just nobody would like. So I need suggestions from you what you think and what other people do. Shaker, dude, it's fucking just so good. Yeah, the Reese, the just the saw wave being so dry and kind of just very low MIDI. It's sitting well, but it's just kind of boring. That's just my opinion. Maybe if you made it into a Reese, like, but again, stylistic choice. I don't want to intervene on your vision here, but it's just saying, I'm a little bit bored of this section. Xylokill says, times 3 for regular sub, times 2 for gift, times 1 for follower. That's right. Times 5 for tier 2 and 3. This is what people do. Oh, shit. Is it? Oh. I could do that. Money.
Trademark.
Love it. Love it. Just love it. Idea is awesome. I don't know. I'm not sure about the banana theme because I didn't really read into it, but like idea is awesome. Just the melody pattern, the progression. Never heard it before. It's really cool. Very positive, uplifting for a drum bass track like this. Really cool, technical. Just technically is just great. The vocal chops. Yeah, it sounds. You know what? I'll give it a 10. I don't give a shit. Like this, I can't imagine better sounds for this track. Sound selection. We're talking selection of drums, samples, the patches, the VSTs that were used. I mean, the actual patch of whatever VST you used. I want to subtract the fucking sound for the just the dry saw wave on the second part of the drop on the calm down. But just like it's your vision. It's a 10. I don't want to be too critical here. The nitpicks that I had, the structure's perfect. It's perfect. Like let's listen to the structure. Just be like objective here. Okay, maybe this is overstaying its welcome a little bit. By this moment, everybody in the crowd is just already doing. You know what I mean? You might want to just counterattack that shit. The way I build my structures is like, I give them the 16 bars of just drop that changes through the first 8 bars, and then on the second 8 bar sequence, it's like, whoa, it's even more different. Then give them like another build up for 4 bars sometimes, maybe 8 tops, and then give another like just crazy drop after that. So you constantly have them like just, they can't rest. That's the point. But this particular track is something in between like a mainstream, like a tech DnB liquid, a little bit of liquid in there, right? But maybe you want it to be more of a roller. So it's your choice. I don't want to intervene too much. But structure-wise, like, I mean, it's just maybe a little bit too long, this part. Like, people will be already kind of done with it. Despite this being such a short track. I mean, short. Back in the day, this would have been short. Now it's perfect length. 2:45. Please. Yeah, calm down, cool. You might consider maybe for the last 8 bars here, don't even do the full drum set anymore. Just like a just some just do like just a percussion. But I mean, yeah, keeping the full drum set for the entirety of this of the sequence. You know, I'll subtract the point. I'm not gonna be such a nice guy here. Mix master, like 9.5. I don't know. Like, you guys are fucking insane today. Shout out. Vibe. I like the vibe. I don't really understand it that much. Like, it's a great, like, just a DMB roller. It's a sweet, like a colorful track. You know what? Fuck it. Fuck it. Fuck it. Fuck it. Fuck it. Damn. What a day. This is great, off air. Shout out. That was awesome. What a day. And Tricks. Gifted sub. That's why he got a 2 times change. Just vibes. Aether demo 1. Yo, excuse me. Do we have Antrix in the chat? You gotta be here for this to count. Otherwise, he doesn't count. Antrix, are you here? Antrix! F. Well, we'll listen to it anyway. Maybe he shows up. That's what I usually do. Just like listen through and then he shows up halfway through usually. Or they show up.
Give me just one of your reasons.
very, very interesting. Low-key, despite Antrix not being in a chat, I kind of want to go through this. A bit of a rapid fire just so we can keep going, but it's cool. I didn't expect this harmony with this selection of soy sauce. What the f am I even saying? This selection of sounds. Fuck. It's so pretty, so pretty. I got no feedback for this entire part. It's awesome. Oh my god, it's so powerful. This is tough, dude. And notice how all these chord stacks with the reverb don't really have that much high end in it. Like the only high end information that's being put through here is through the blops and through the ARP on top. You got the synth stabs that on top of the chords with the reverb are doing just like da 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 da. So that's like the only brightness that you get. Those transients of those stabs plus the blips. Interesting. But it's still, it fills you up. It feels so lush, so much. Sorry about the lingo. And now this switch to this fucking chord is so cool. Did not expect a major chord here. Super cool. I liked it. Not a fan of how the low-end sub here, the support sub, is kind of just like... Nah, just all of a sudden... Nah, you know what I mean? Just... It feels a little synthetic. I mean, this whole thing is synthetic. It's supposed to be, but like, it's just that low-end sub here just enters kind of drastically. It needs to have a longer attack. Maybe like even just like 100 millisecond attack on it. Or an octave lower. Holy fuck. That's true. Cornell is here with a first-time chat. Yo, it's me again. Which chips are better in those options? Cool Ranch, Zesty Cheese, or Nacho Cheese? It's for my school science experiment, and it's due on Monday, please. Cornell asks, Cool Ranch, Zesty Cheese, or Nacho Cheese? Let's hear the answers in the chat right now.
Drivers, start your engines.
Yeah, you got your answer. Back to... Shut up. Dragon's Girl with a first-time chat. Love the clipping. Love the flutter here.
どんなに泣いても眠るときは眠るし、お腹だってすく。
The heartbeat does just sound like a low past kick. It doesn't sound like a heartbeat. Maybe that was the point, but I would rather have an actual heartbeat here without such a big, like a slide on the transient. Do. It needs to be whoa whoa. It needs to go from down to up and from up to down. It needs to go whoa whoa rather than ding ding like a kick. Anyway. Oh, Nacho, absolutely Nacho. About this piano part, someone in the chat said that too. Would sound better if it was like naturalized with more velocity and just like dequantizing. Would have been better. Plus, it's a little dry. You released one of these notes here. It sounds like you had only a limited amount of voices for this piano to go through, so that one note just got cut. Yeah, it feels like that throughout the whole sequence. Need reverb. Yeah, exactly, Xylo.
Damn, Xylo, you made this?
I think this isn't impactful enough. Like, it needs a massive pause for like a bar or maybe 2 bars. Like, just like a huge fucking impact with a swoop right before it for like half a bar. This is not as impactful as it could be. Welcome. Thank you for the amazing Omega sub with a BLT sub from Subway. Holy cheese and crackers, Xylo. Have you got a shock in this tune? You're right there, mate. You did it. Oh, hey, Protostar in the chat. What's up, dude? Yeah, and again, this just drop just kind of the drums appearing and this becoming a drop in itself. Not enough impact there. High pass the white noise layer here for the build-up to give more impact on whenever it enters. Also, I feel like the sub is not necessarily being like just punching through this entire thing. We are oscillating at -8 LUFS. I mean, it's there, but it's just it doesn't fuck hard enough. Also, I'm not sure about these drums here. The kick is cool because it's like a trancey kind of zappy kick from like 2016. Not trancey, but it's like a dubsteppy kind of kick from 2017, I would say. July 2017. Neka DJ says bass could be pluckier. Interesting. But I think this particular like saw wave, detuned saw wave bass, the wide one, it's supposed to kind of give you this like just this like wall of sound impression. But yeah, maybe if you also made the sub staccato on the 8s and not just the support bass. Yeah. So because it's a demo, it's hard for me to judge the structure, but honestly, ending a song like this, not sure about that. We'll get there. We'll get to the This was good. Like really good. Idea is really pretty. Really cool idea. Very nostalgic, very like very virtual self like even. Like the old school virtual self, one of the first stuff that he's done under that alias. Yeah, 7.5-ish. I'll do 8. Sounds. So the drums could be a bit spruced up. The snare. I want to talk about a snare also. Yeah, just I'm not sure if the snare fits, dude. A snare like a would have been phenomenal here, dude. Like a imagine that kind of snare instead of this. Yeah, like a fucking just like a. You know, like bright transients, a lot of 120 hertz, a lot of clap layer, a lot of white noise layer, a lot of room reverb, that kind of shit. I think that would be a crazy vibe. This snare is just dim. It doesn't punch through. This is more reserved for like a. And again, it's like saying that something's reserved for a specific genre is kind of dumb because like you can do whatever you want, but like I feel, personal opinion, it would for this anthem-y kind of like last final hurrah moment of the track, you need something really boomy for a snare. Tiora HHH, it took me a minute. I sent the wrong link. I guess I'm cooked, huh? Well, if it's a private link, you could replace the file on SoundCloud, and I'll end up playing the fresh file. Think about it. Unless it's already a release track, then damn. Oh, I see. Damn it. Damn. Yeah, I think you're cool. I mean, unless I open up submissions just for you for like 1 minute, so you can replace that fucking file, replace the link. I should have like a manual switch. Yeah, pretty. But yeah, sounds. I'll give it like a 6. You could have done a bit more. Well, okay, sound selection here. This is sound selection. Sound selection, apart from the drums, really good. The blips, the vocal, the piano. The piano sound itself was good. It's just the velocity and the naturalization of it wasn't really good. Although, like, what? Again, I feel so bad for saying that. Like, wasn't really good, in my opinion. You know what I mean? This particular, like, aspect of the track is purely style choice. Like, it doesn't have to be humanized at all. Yeah, just thinking out loud here. Structure, it's hard to tell because I honestly wouldn't end a track like this with just a reverb. But I'm guessing it's a demo, so it's definitely not finished. What do we do here? What do we do here, chat? What kind of structure are we doing here in that case? If it's just a demo, it's not finished. It ends on like a reverb. Yeah, I'll leave it at 5 because I'm not really sure what to do here. Antrix is not even in the chat, so he's gonna have to watch the VOD to get this. But Mixmaster, you were kind of quiet there. I would say for now your mix is like around 6.5-ish. Maybe closer to 6, because like, yeah, the drums, they're snared, they're not punching through. Yeah, it's a 6. Overall, it's a 6. Vibe? It's a 9er, bruh. The integrated LUFS on the loudest part of the last drop was minus 7.5. Like a, yeah. Entire track. Oh. Integrated, sorry. No idea. Doesn't really matter. TJ Airborne. Airborne. TJ Airborne. Bomba! Omnidrive. I'm not sure what I'm reading. Let's just play it. Do we have TJ Airborne?
Esto es otra liga más. Tú no puedes con esto. Directamente desde Europa. Más Yuma que los Yuma. Bro, ponle. A mí me gusta como tú me enredas, como tú te pones. En la cama formulamos muchas posiciones. Esto es una vaina loca, timba pa' que suenes. Llegaron los papis, los dueños de las mujeres. Tienes un maletero grande que te cabe todo. Cuando se siente te te mata de un infarto. Esto está muy fuerte, yo quiero tenerte. Un deseo, mami, chula, voy a prometerte. Dura, no, super criminal. Ponte lo natural, una figura very nice. Mátate con todo, así que pégate que traje pa' que. Y en el baño de la pipa a ti te gustan los pasajes. Esto es otra liga más. Tú no puedes con esto. Directamente desde Europa. Bomba, bomba, bomba. Mira que eres loca tú. Bomba, bomba, bomba. Quítate la ropa tú. Bomba, bomba, bomba.
It's crazy. That wasn't even a drop. I'm curious.
Bomba, bomba, bomba. Mira que eres loca tú. Bomba, bomba, bomba. Quítate la ropa tú. Bomba, bomba, bomba. Yo te digo todo el mundo que bomba, bomba, bomba.
Oh, sweet.
Fácil, todo el mundo, hombres y mujeres. En la discoteca un par de ricos sin censo. En Europa los cubanos más y un más de los luz. Estamos activados a voz sin frontera. No tenemos como pero llena la cartera. Tú no sabes todo lo que tengo ni te lo imaginas. Aquí tú no llegas con tu fucking tiratina. Esto es otra liga a la que tú no perteneces. Porque tú presumes mucho de lo que careces. Loco, tú careces mucho de lo que presumes. Y en la discoteca más que yo tú no consumes. Ponle, ponle, ponle. Esto es otra liga que ponle, ponle, ponle. Lo que te dice me ponle, ponle, ponle. Y tú no cabes mongo. Ponle, 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 ponle.
Dude, this vocal just doesn't stop, huh? There's a fake out. There's a fake out. I see it.
Chitterboard, thank you so much for coming. Hey, yo, what?
Yeah, but you didn't. You're not in the chat. So joke's on you. I need to, I don't know how I feel about these drops, man. I legit heard this intro sequence and I'm like, that's a sick drop right there. And then I heard the drops and I'm like, these drops should have been intros. Like, you know what I mean? What a, like, this is sick. But like with a bass line underneath that kind of just like borrowed from the drop itself. This is such a good drop. Like, I mean, drop. See, again, it is Freudian slip. The vocal's a bit too loud, 1.6 dB. Especially when you do the ad-libs, the stereo triple tracked ad-libs. Una figura very nice. I love that.
Directamente desde Europa. Bomba, bomba, bomba. Mira que eres loca tú. Bomba, bomba, bomba. Quítate la ropa tú.
That kind of loses its like power here. More of a roller, more like a. It's giving me like minimal house vibes here almost. Similar to the second drop here too. I expected more content above the sub. When you subtract the bass lines and you kind of bring in another bass line halfway through a drop there, it's just kind of it's very interesting, but just I'm not sure if you could play this as a house party. Like I'm not sure, like I'm just kind of like giving it a threshold of like, not a threshold, like the point of entry. Like, would Knock 2 play this? You know what I mean? The vibe is there for sure, Nika DJ for sure, but like you subtract these elements here out of nowhere where I really want to hear more, like more repetition throughout the drop. And just a weird selection of like just weird selection of these like random ass bass lines that just come in and out. And this chord kind of underwhelming as a response. Knock 2 would play the intro, low-key, yeah. Leif Henson, is it cool if I save the fan art on the Discord to use as a background picture? Fan art? Yeah. Whoa, I didn't notice this pause before here. Interesting. I love the little kick on the entry here. On the... Yeah, it's just, I think it's too abstract. The drop is just too abstract for me, personal opinion. I want a repetition of some bass line throughout an 8-bar sequence, whereas you got just like all sorts of basses just coming in and out with that reverb on top of it, on top of everything. Esto es a lo fácil, todo el mundo, hombres y mujeres.
Contigo un paretico sin censura. En Europa los cubanos más y un más de los luz. Estamos activados a voz sin frontera. No tenemos como pero llena la cartera. Tú no sabes todo lo que tengo ni te lo imaginas. Aquí tú no llegas con tu fucking tira. Esto es otra liga a la que tú no perteneces. Porque tú presumes mucho de lo que...
Yeah, Coal Mine has a good point. If it's fan art that's being used on artwork for a track, that's a whole different story. But like, if it's just for like just a placeholder, or if you want to use it as a background for something, I would ask the artist for sure. Man, his vocal just doesn't stop throughout the whole thing, even through the build-up, huh? Yep. Just the drop just keeps going. I like the way the vocal is sidechained, because despite the sidechain, you can still make out what he's saying. I don't speak Brazilian, but I mean, yeah, Portuguese, but this is Portuguese, right? Am I hearing? Is this Portuguese? It sounds very Portuguese to my brain. Yeah, this section I'm extremely unsure about. Big Montaigne. Latin America Spanish. Yeah, sounds closer to like Portuguese to me. I don't know why. Well, Modus would be the one to fucking actually tell us, wouldn't it? Wouldn't he? Not sure about this low-end detuned bass here. Sustain thing here. With that drum loop going over it. I would just remove the drums for this section. Just give us some room to breathe right before this drop comes in. Very cool. I like this part. Okay. There's like a swoop right before the heartbeat, like a bum, bum. Kind of jarring because it ends on a click and there's no fade there. Yeah, there's clicks all over it. Oh, the fucking groove on these scratches and the drums, man, so good.
Titterboard, thank you so much for coming.
I'm assuming that's not going to stay in the track, but if it is, it should be high passed through shit. The vocal, the voice. Just too abstract for me. This drop, man. Really expected something way more like just knock to. And ooh, these like plucky, these like RP plucky leads there. There's some harsh frequency around them, like 3-4K, and also they're just a bit loud. I feel like the bass line with the drums kind of hides underneath these synths on top of them here. Yeah, the synths are pretty loud here. And that could be a global thing. That could be applied globally, actually, because I think the first drop has the same issue. Jesus Christ, it's so abstract. Like, just give us some repetition. But my God, powerful. Like, just so much, such a vibe, man. This groove here with the scratches. Damn, dude. I always say I type in always the last thing I accidentally just end up saying. Idea. I don't know. I don't speak Latin American Spanish, but idea for a track. You know what? Yeah, like I expected just a more powerful drop, more vibey, just a repetitive drop, something that like just something that's it's like sticking, and you can like sing on the fake out, you know, just something. But this is just very abstract. Sounds awesome. The sounds are great. Drums especially, bass line especially. The vocal really good. Obviously needs some EQ, but that's not a sounds issue. That's mix master issue later. Yeah, sounds are great. The synths, dude. Even the fucking. Let me listen again. Let me just do it real quick. I know he's not in chat, so I shouldn't really be doing this, but the drum fills, the scratches, the selection. Dude, nah, that's a 9. That's a 9. Structure, cool. The structure's good. The structure's good. It's an 8. I'm not giving it full score because like. Because of this section here, I'm not sure if I would do this. Doesn't feel like a build up, doesn't feel like a calm down, doesn't feel like a just anything. Just feels like a in between section that's half-assed. This. Yeah. Okay. Mix master. Yeah, the issues I mentioned earlier. I think. Let me check the LUFS also. Just curious. And look at me going straight for the intro for the loudest LUFS level. -7. I can't even find the drop. Like, -8 on the drop. You need some loudness there. You need to push it a little bit more. 7.5 ish. 5, dude. 5 is so strong. But like, yeah, somewhere here. Anyway, join the Discord. Exclamation point Discord. Thank you, TokyoBot. Tiora with ID 101125. That's like 20 days ago. Not bad. No, when? Oh, that's the last month. When is that? I don't know. I can't tell. Fucking ID. Right, well, November. Jesus. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Cool, short and sweet, easy to review. Let's go rapid fire. Not a fan of this MIDI that comes in later throughout this section after the high pass. After the band pass, rather. This is cool. It was just like a precursor to what this is supposed to show us, but like just this didn't really resolve anything for me. Dry bass line, just this, just the resonance on it, just dry, just weird. Sounded like a dungeon synth, fucking like a, just you can do better than this bassline. What's up, random in the chat? Not a fan of the MIDI. Not a fan of the chords. Modus, chat, Modus, what would you change about the chord? Go. Everything. Yeah, it's just boring. Like, just, I love the way the vocal comes up. Like, literally, it's like the vocal coming up here to this section, great. Like the panning of it, the high pass, like the ad-lib nature of it, really cool. But this is just very, just puts me to sleep. Even just the selection of this bass sound, the selection of this, like, it's like a sine wave, or like it's sine waves playing the chords there. Nah, 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 nah. I would never do a chord progression like this. And then back on the same note. Yeah, this needs to be just explored way more. And I would even suggest, like, find like a MIDI pack on Splice or something, and try to incorporate whatever key it's going to be in, try to incorporate this progression into this, literally replacing this progression with this new one. However, Modus says, well, a lot of these are inversions. The C major has an E as the bass. I don't know, the spicier chord. Okay, yeah, you can read that in the chat. I'm not going to read that. Yapping. Just a lot of yapping there, Modus. Bipolaroid. Whoa, that's cool. Bipolaroid. EV, welcome to the first time chat. And dude, my stream deck died again. Yeah, not sure about these notes whatsoever. The high-pitched saw wave here. Just playing the exact same note as the root key here, as the root note. And the chord underneath doesn't, I mean, the chord underneath fits, but you need to figure out some sort of lead progression for this. Ace of Hearts! We have a first time, what am I saying? Ace of Hearts with resub for 2 months. Appreciate you so much. Welcome. We get a first time chat from Foxicle. Dude, I fucking love your names. This is like, have I ever said that? It's so cool. Whoa. Just out of nowhere. Just, by the way, that's the, like, it's just like, whoa, by the way, this is the bass line we're going to be using for the part of the drop in 8 fucking bars. Like, just, you know. Right. Yeah. It's weird that halfway through your build-up, the vocal just disappears. Oh no, this was the halfway part. I wouldn't cut out your vocal halfway through the build-up like this. If anything, cut it on the last bar. Good control. I like the high pass on the Reese there. Now, the drop is literally like hi-hats with a bit of drums in there. With a bit of kick and snare. It's like hi-hat driven to shit. You need to really trim down the hi-hats. Normally I complain about the lack of them, but in here it's the opposite. Also the kick. The kick barely punches through because there's no sidechain on it. Like, there's no sidechain that makes it punch through the sub. And if it is, the hi-hat just like covers up the entire kick, because even though the hi-hat is high frequency based and the kick is low to low mid kick frequency based, and it's just like covered up. Yeah, whenever the kick hits, get rid of everything else for the 16th of a bar. You know, it'd be even better if you want to just like trim down the volume of the hats by, I'm not even kidding, like 4 decibels. again, this is something I suggest lately, probably starting May this year, do ring mod sidechain off the hi-hat versus the kick. So the hi-hat will go from to like cracked, kind of distorted, crunched. It's going to be sick. So the first 6 bars are the call, and the last 2 bars are the response. Even from the waveform, you can immediately tell that there's some issue here, right? Like there's everything is just hiding in a closet right here. Like it's just, yeah. It doesn't feel like any sort of response. There's the ARP with the saw wave, and there's the chords underneath it. But everything should be like, I'm not even kidding, 7 decibels louder, like the chords especially. It just, yeah, it feels like you completely kind of you accidentally got rid of like a clipper or some sort of distortion here. Very, very interesting snare. I love it. It's really cool. Such a vibe, such a trap vibe. Yeah, that's same applies right here. So, I legit don't have anything but demos that I have worked on for 3 hours, so don't be too rough. The intro is really bad. It's not fun to listen to. It's a curse. Yeah, intro needs a lot of work. Nice idea. Cool. It's a good idea. Sounds, there were... yeah, I wasn't a fan of the bass line in the intro again, but you're saying that's bad, so I agree. It's a little bad. Where do I want to go with this? The drop was great, and I know the drop is something you definitely want to focus on, and honestly, the selection of sounds in the drop, the kick is there. It's just hidden by mix and master issues. We're going to get that in a second. The snare is awesome. The hi-hat is good. It's just way too loud. The vocal is great. The bass line is cool. The little wompiness of it. Yeah, dude, sounds kind of there too. Like, sounds are good. It's just, yeah. Structure, we don't know yet because you haven't really finished it. We're just literally in a minute 20 into the track, so we'll get there when it's time, right? When it's time to get to a structure. Mix and master, yeah. It's sitting around here for me. I'm thinking the intro kind of gave me this vibe of just like, I'm just gonna slap this intro or whatever just to have something in there. But let's just focus on the drop, which is what I'm keeping in my head, just to, you know, not give you too much shit for the intro. But okay, let's listen again for what happens in between this and the drop. Man, I need to subtract points for the idea, because like the chords, man, the melodies, the melodies in the intro just didn't stick around whatsoever. They're not, like, that's not the progression I would go with. And doing that high pitched saw wave on the root note here with every single note for this build up. Vocal is awesome. The clap is awesome. You definitely got more of a knack for drops for sure. Great bass line, the wompiness, the fucking whoa. Just why would you introduce it so early too? Just weird. If anything, when you introduce it like this, like band pass it and add a lot of reverb, like whoa. You know, one of these. Also, each one of these vocal chops here, the high pitched ones, shorten them. They don't need to connect with each other. They don't need to be legato. I would shorten them and do left, right, left, right, left, right, choppy, like da, 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 da. Okay, there is a tiny bit of gap between them, but like it's just, could be longer. Yeah. That's a good point too. The 888, man, that's another way of looking at it. This womp here, the mid womp, build womp fits, is just take everything out of that moment. Yeah, if you take out the clap and the vocal chop out of it, yeah, it could work, but just, yeah, that's why I'm subtracting some points here. But this is just the worst culprit here for the response here. like everything just drops by 8 decibels or 7. Yeah. It's sitting around here for me, man. A lot of volume, a lot of gain staging issues. Not so many EQ issues. Like the vocal was just high passed enough. But it's still, yeah, it's somewhere around here for me. I'll give it a 4. Vibe, really cool. That was nice. That was around an 8 for me. The vocal especially, the repetitiveness of it, but just the fucking intro, man. Just the intro, just... Nonetheless, very nice. Very good. Today's tracks are really surprised. I'm so happy. It's okay, Tora. You get it. You'll get there. We got Cosmic Fluid on the beat. Hemokinesis. Cosmic Fluid, where are you at? 1, 2, 3. Oh yeah, you're right. This is not Cosmic Fluid. So who's this by? We need that person in the chat. Otherwise, I'm just rejecting it straight away. Oh yeah. Oh, wow. Ow, ow, ow. Okay. Yep. Get through it. Now look at the EQ as it plays. You got your fundamental is like 3 times as loud as your harmonic on the sub is like 3 times as loud as your fundamental. You got so much of a harmonic. Yeah, you need more fundamental on that sub. It feels like all of the low end is coming from the bass guitar clangs themselves. Whereas I'm really needing some fundamental there. Even if you just EQ the guitar instead of adding an actual sub sine wave. Because, you know, we're not in the drop yet. The drop is a long way until the drop. Not sure about some of the string chords in the background. I'm not sure if they fit the main riff. Like it just... yeah. You might want to... It feels like you're just kind of taking away energy from this awesome riff groove with the drums. Beat is what it's called. Beat. It's a beat. It feels like you're taking away from its energy with those kind of out of place string chords in the background. If anything, those chords should follow the progression of the bass line rather than just go on tangents and upwards progression. Modus is probably laughing at my ass right now. I know you weren't. Yeah, it's all harmonic instead of fundamental. I low-key just want to throw in an EQ on this and just like boost the low end, boost to 40 hertz. Also, there was a jarring little tom fill on the very, very right, like panned 100% to the right. Right here. It's weird. It also has way too much reverb. I mean, I get it. It's toms, it's metal, but... Come on. This synth just pops in like just a truck hitting you. It's so heavy in the 3K range. My gosh. Like at least throw like a SUV on it or some sort of Spectro EQ to bring down those peaks. But yeah, it's way too loud. And look, all of a sudden, as the drop comes in, everything in the low end does a 180. All of a sudden, we have nothing but the fundamental. And not enough in the harmonics department this time. You know what I mean? You kind of, yeah. Also, this particular section needs a little bit more in the 4K range, like this area. Oh, thanks, SoundCloud. Weird choice of just like doing these like 16 hat hits here in the pause. Weird. Love it. I mean, it's all just very chromatic. Your chroma is like burning. It's like it's running on fumes there. Like you might want to pour some just pour some fuel into your chroma because it's burning up. It's sweating. Yeah, I would really want to, and this is difficult with chroma because you got less control because of, you know, I mean the new chroma update apparently like helps you control it a bit more, but too legato. Each one of these stabs is just too legato. What I would suggest is shorten each one of those stabs in the original before you throw the chroma, and then see what the chroma does with the tail. They connect too much. Z-Boy 115 we have a first time chat. Welcome to the Tokyo Machine stream. Yeah, this drop B2 it feels like this pad, like this ethereal like in the background, should have already been gone by the time you start the drum fill. Yeah, it overstayed its welcome here. And because of that, you kind of lost some impact on this section. your hi-hat is way too loud here. It's driving everything. It's very similar to the previous track. That was very loud too, but this is a little bit not, well, this is not as loud as the last track's hi-hat, but also throughout the whole thing, I think you're doing 16s on a hi-hat, right? No, this is 8s, but 16s. Yeah, sure. The bass, dude, there's so many synths and elements in this section that the bass staccato, like, stabs that barely punch through. Like, you only hear the fundamental of that bass line. You got so much stuff. There's way too many elements here. You either need to make the bass line more staccato to every time the bass is released, the synths get to play out their whatever they want, and then each time the bass comes in, it's just has that impact to it. But just I don't know if subtract some elements, dude. You gotta make some sacrifices here, I think. Boop, boop. What was that? Boop boop. Kinda cool. I like it. Ooh, we got these vocal chops there too, like someone's fighting in an anime or some shit. Oh, that's cool. I like that.
Oh, ha, woo, hey.
Yeah, man. These. Ow, what the fuck, dude? That legitimately scared the shit out. I forgot we got chops too. I expect bonks most of the time. What the fuck? Like the clonks, they fucking weird. I gotta chill. I got a cold chill from that chop. Thank you. So the clonks that are here underneath the bass line, they're way too dim, and like they need to be given so much more attention. They need to be brighter. They need to be pushed. Right, these ones. Again, there's too much legato going on in the sub and in the support bass on top of the sub. I like that you give pauses. You can definitely, like, you want to control things in the drop. I can definitely tell, but like your gain staging still needs a little bit of work there. Like, you do the 8 staccato bass stabs on the response, on the call here, but you don't really follow up in the super saws and synths and guitars department. Like, I kind of want to hear some parallel shit going, like, you know what I mean? Not just the bass. Because everything is just kind of flying. Your hi-hat's doing 16s, your synths and super saw chords and guitars are doing just fucking sustains and legato, and your sub is doing 8s. Like, just kind of, I want to have some unity here. You know what I mean? The bass just kind of ending like this. Do a glide like an yeah. Is this the full track is my question? No, it's a whip. Okay. Yeah. There's barely any high end on this section. Like, look at it. Big gap. Big man. Okay, yeah. It's a whip, so yoy. I'm not gonna give it that much shit. Great. This happened again. Great whip idea. I like it. I like combining like rock metal riffs with dubstep. It's just the execution of this idea is just not there. Because, like, yes, you have this intro with this heavy with the guitar stuff, but like the strings underneath are just like playing a fucking melody progression. They just don't really fit. It take away from the ballsiness of the riff. And some issues later with the during the drop responses later on. The sounds, let me listen again to get the sounds. The guitar is cool, it's just some EQ in, but the choice of the guitar is nice. It's got that fucking twang to it. It's messy in the back regarding the MIDI too. bass line is the bass guitar is a bit too quiet compared to the guitar chugs. And yeah, the bass guitar barely plays the fundamental, like barely. Yeah, okay, the synth is loud. We can agree on that, but it's a nice synth. I like it. I like how it plucks. I like the pluckiness of it. The snare is cool. The drums are cool. The kick is great on the drop. The snare is great on the... I did not deserve this bonk. Whoever did that, timeout for 1 minute. Hi-hat is awesome. Flows just enough. It needs to flow in this drop. Yeah, dude, sounds are high. Sounds are high up there. Like, sounds is like an 8 or 9, actually, which is crazy. Because it's just your mix down that needs really most work. It's like an 8.5 for me. I need to do half points. I'm going to do half points for tomorrow, for Wednesday. Structure. It's a whip, right? So I'm not going to be that judgmental, but ending on this note, like this, on a drop. Not a fan, not a fan. Yeah, my biggest gripe was just like, this rock part is taking so much. And it goes all the way up to here. Look at that. We're starting at 14 seconds, and it ends at like 1 minute 9. Dude, a rock part like this should be ending at like 40 seconds tops. There's just too much of this. Yeah, for structure, I'm going to have to subtract for that. But like, yeah, it's hard to tell because it's not finished, right? I'm going to keep it at 5 because I know you're going to finish this because it has big potential. Mix, yeah, that's... Yeah, we discussed this, and it's... Dude, and again, 8.5. Like, I want to give it a 9 for sounds, but the mix down just really needs to gain stage, EQ, subtract some elements from the drop, especially from the responses on the drop, because they just take away from the clunkiness of the second bass line there. Yeah, 5.5-ish. Vibe, really cool. I like the I'm biased. I like the combination of rock and like metal combined with like especially like color dubstep and stuff like that. Price, but like I'll still give it an 8. And Garrett, it's Garrett. Toki made the slider point system so he does less typos on the stereo. On the stream. Yeah, exactly. You found Jack. By no, the opposite. Intent by You Found Jack. Let's check it out. Jack Docs. Do we have you in the chat? Jack Docs. CSI's on. There we go. Jack Docs in the chat.
like a star.
It feels like you want to go into this like Cloud None kind of direct direction. Interesting. Like UKG, but like smooth and silky and emotional. There's definitely some emotion in there for sure. I have an issue here because you got two separate swings going on the kick and the snare versus the hat loop that you got going on top of it. It's kind of like the swing in one of them is too heavy and the swing in one of them is not too heavy. It's not heavy enough. They're kind of clashing there. Yeah, it's like Cloud None with like trance synths, trance bloops and bleeps, plucks rather. Yeah, this one in particular is so loud. Let me switch to a sub because I wanna bring in a sub myself if you can't. Okay, F sharp. I'm okay with that. Yeah. What is this? Why G sharp? I mean, it's just so confusing. I'm back to E, right? Okay, cool. I get it. Yeah, the vocal fits. It's the vocal chords fit, I guess.
Shine like a star.
Ooh, wait. One of them is doing a portamento glide. I'm not sure about that. It's just the sustain bass support. The sustain support basses are kind of just not powerful enough. It just kind of sounds anemic. Just kind of trying to do what it wants. It's kind of in between of a Reese and just like a sustained saw wave. You got a swung beat. Yeah, the swing is inconsistent on an element basis. Like if it's kicking a snare, there's too much swing, and some particular hi-hat loops don't have enough swing, and then this tom fill you just had just now just has no swing whatsoever. Yeah, you might want to clean that up. Decide on a specific amount of swing for the whole track, and don't try to divert from it too much. It's kind of cool if you do divert a little bit so that there's just a little bit more like organicness to the swing on particular elements, but just not this much. But we got bigger issues here. Yeah, I think you should have continued this first part longer. This is just more of a response that should take you out of the drop and into the breakdown later, but not just yet. I think you should definitely continue with this sequence first for like one more time, and then go into this and then exit out. every element here was very underwhelming. Like you had this like bandpass, just like no high end, no low end, just this like weird kind of moody, eerie sound that's supposed to give you some sort of vibe, but I'm not sure which one. And certain elements you're cutting because they have no reverb or no delay, but there's this one synth that's an ARP. And because it's an ARP and also has this like delay that's like a 1 to 16 for 1 to 8 delay. Cool little, I like the little reversed high pitched little reverse high pitched thing right before this little switcheroo. I wonder what that is. It's kind of cool. It's quite cool little high pitched sound. And see, like you enter this after this fake out, you enter the beat with a kick and a little bit of a Reese underneath, and then the Reese just disappears after one stab, and all you have left is the sub. Let's listen again. Why did you take away that bass line? Yeah, I feel like you need to sidechain every single element. Are you sidechaining the plug on top, the transy plug? No, you're not. You should absolutely be sidechaining every single element in this track to the kick and the snare. Yeah, dude, lack of sidechain is huge here. I just noticed. Normally, I try to like put it at the back of my head, but like, yeah, now it's pretty apparent. Dry saw wave in the background, very quiet for no reason. Needs to be wetter. I like the vocal, the like bandpass vocal. No, just bringing it randomly like this. No, such a vibe, really cool. Yeah, this Reese all of a sudden opens up halfway through this like drop down. The section. Why is it so open? And then it opens up fully all the way to 20K. Like, just kind of weird choice of automation there for EQ.
I don't know.
I don't like this progression, man. Modus? Modus, what do you think about the progression here on the notes here? And you got that synth doing the offbeat here. Why? Bizarre. The vocal doing straight fifths all the time through leads to strange harmonies. Yes. Yeah, exactly. Like the vocal seems to be originally taken from a track from a different key, in a different key. It seems like, yeah, this whole track should have been in G sharp based on what the vocal was singing from the very get-go. And you're hitting it with an F sharp instead of a G sharp. Yeah. Ganymed says, it sounds like they just duplicated the vocal and put the second on the fifth. It's not, yeah, apparently it's not a fifth. It's a fifth. It is a fifth, right? Oh, but then when it goes on the lower note, it's not a fifth anymore. Is that right? Let's listen again.
I don't know who you are.
And that fucking nah. It's weird offbeat thing. Oh, because then it does and then oh, okay, I don't mind that pluck anymore, but just the way that it begins on a
but you shine like a star.
fucking Jersey beat. I wouldn't just fake out a Jersey beat like this. People from Jersey might get offended. Yeah, and you just go on a completely different tangent here instead of continuing the drop. Like for at least 4 more bars. Like this is shorter than fucking Martin Garrix or David Guetta do these days. Sanomia. Oh shit, I censored that instead of doing Sanomia. We have a first time chat. I need to shout you guys out, sorry. Oh, next up we're gonna listen to the same fucking track. Sorry for swearing, but shout out SoundCloud. I wouldn't do that. When you got a swung beat with swing, that's swinging, and you got just straight. That kind of stuff is more like dedicated for like psytrance or something. I don't know, like just, yeah, choice of elements just doesn't really fit this track. Yeah, the choice of sounds is not very strong here, unfortunately, but idea. I like the moodiness of it. I like the idea of it, nonetheless. Sounds. Yeah, man. You might wanna get back to the drawing board regarding what kind of vibe you're going for here. I'm not sure. I should have also kept like a category for melodies or just. But then again, not every track has particularly like melodies. If it's like a heavy dub track, like it's just noise. So it would be kind of dumb. So I kind of grouped it all to sounds. But what I think I'm gonna do from now on is if I talk about progressions, like melody chord progressions, if they make sense in the context of that track's idea, I'm going to group them in the sounds category, which in this case, that completely undeserved once again. I'm not sure, Xylokill, what the fuck you're doing, but this is just ridiculous. I think you're going to be banned from basically the stream. That was okay. But this, yeah, I'm going to give you I don't know, I think I need a 3 here because like the drums make up for it. The drums are good. But the swinginess of it, the structure, let's listen to the structure again. Yeah. The first drop, I mean, okay, if you consider this the drop, even though it goes out of its main theme so quickly into this tangent here, instead of being like just repeated for a while at least. Same here, you just do this, and then you just immediately take the listener out of it. Yeah, it's a little messy, and the sub is just kind of dry here. And the bass is very quiet underneath it, the support bass. Yeah, you got a couple of ideas, but it's just they need to be glued together better. Like yeah, Mixmaster, this is gonna be pretty low because like you got no sidechain going on for like actual sidechain that punches through right here. And yeah, like you chose like these trance synths with like straight 8s and straight 16s and stuff. Which I mean, it's interesting. I like when people actually experiment bringing in elements from completely different genres into a track like this. I don't mind that at all. But does it fit? Is my question, And in this case, it's like a 4. It's not a bad track whatsoever. You got idea. You got good drums, really good drums for a track like this. For structure, it's kind of difficult to tell because structure I consider how a DJ would play this and would that be playable. But again, we don't have to. This is not like a fully just EDM dubstep like headbanger review here because obviously it's not that genre. But at least what a listener expects is a drop that's memorable, and usually you want to hit them with a first impression that's good. And that drop in your case was like 4 to 6 bars of a sequence that's like repetitive, and then it just goes on completely different tangents. So structure, I'm going to give it a 4 too. It kind of requires a bit more polish. Mixmaster wasn't that bad, honestly. Let's check the LUFS just for maybe some master. I can give you some points here. -7.5. It's pretty quiet, man. But you're close. You're actually close. I'll keep it on a 5. The vibe, it was very confusing vibe because you incorporated so many different elements from different tracks, from different genres that not necessarily fitting. But that's more like a sounds issue. Vibe, I definitely felt melancholic listening to this. Chat, what do you think about the vibe? What kind of vibe are we giving this track, huh? Oh, you don't see this. Sorry, I should scroll down. Oh, type something. Yeah. Idea is there. Good point. 7 on the vibe. Yeah. Vibe is like closer to a 7, definitely. I think if you bring in sidechain, if you do all these fixes I kind of mentioned throughout the stream, I think you're going somewhere here. Yeah. Dan, I've been studying this whole time. Let's go. I feel healthy. We got sight with data V3. Let's check it out. Oh, there's a note. 1 second. I should read it. Stop. Not mixed mastered. I didn't have enough time to mix it before you started streaming. Okay, gotcha. So we're gonna ignore the mix master. No. Play. Woo. Thank you, Jack Docs. This is awesome. Like, I mean, I'm glad you submitted it nonetheless. You got it, dude.
In a city, you must fight to survive. One man. One desire.
All systems online.
What?
Enter the simulation.
Oh gosh.
All systems online.
Vine boom. All right, let's get through it. Yeah, the vibe is just immaculate. It's so just fucking... Everybody's dead. Dystopian. Love it. Yeah, the little alarm going from that one fucking cyborg factory going on. Bloop, bloop. Yeah, this is phenomenal, this part, dude. I like the little like high-pitched kind of like trumpet sound. It's like squeal of like a metal pipe or something. Really cool. I'm not sure what that is, like a filtered saw. Yeah, but as soon as the kick starts, like, it's just like, oh, it's just like a dry dubstep track. Like, it's just immediately takes you out of the very organic, dystopian, industrial vibe of the track. This kick, as soon as it enters, it's just like, oh, it's just a dubstep track. You know what I mean? You could have kind of maybe low pass filter this kick and just bring back the high frequencies as it progresses. When the all systems online vocal comes in, all systems online. I would rather you cut the tail of every reverb there. All systems online. You would just have more control over everything. I feel like the reverb from everything in the build-up leaks onto the drop even. Right, let's get to the drop. You don't want to do a snare like this with a kick together at all, ever. You need a rhythm. You need a rhythm clap, like a... Or just a dubstep snare without the kick underneath. But the dubstep snare would need to be like 100 hertz, like a... One of these, like... You can sample what I just did, by the way. It's easy. I love the glitches, love the little responses. Very interesting. The whole idea of really cool. I like it. Just needs to be executed a bit more cleaner. Like that little bass here. Very so much in the right channel, and a lot of this like high frequency ringing to it because of the big crush that you applied. Yeah, just it's cool. It's dirty, but the drums are absolutely non-fitting this, man. Like, the kick is cool. The kick is like the only good part of the drums here. The snare just, yeah. Nah, the selection of these drums is no. And like, yeah, there are hi-hats there, but all you hear is just... Those hi-hats are just drowning in that wall of noise in the bass lines. Yeah, and they need to be drier. They need to be more snappy, more transient based. Honestly, dubstep is such a difficult fucking like scene to get into these days. But if you're doing this just for yourself, then yeah, no worries. Yeah. How this section kind of ends here, and it goes straight to this build-up without any anticipation, any sort of blend. Seven, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, -1, -2, -3, -4, and -5. Need to get my point. Hi-hat needs to be quarter notes. Yeah, and the issue with the drums persists on the second drop as well. Even though these are completely different drums, like I think the kick is even different. I'm not sure, let me check. Yeah, it just sounds different. There's something different about the transient of it. This is -7 LUFS. Yeah, these drums need to be completely polished up. You know what? Because like the dissonant bass lines underneath the sustains are strong. They're actually pretty strong. I don't mind those at all. They're pretty cool. They're definitely your style. It just needs to be driven by a really good set of dubstep drums that fits the rest of the journey. Okay, frequency shifting the entire music group here with the sub, extremely jarring. Even though I get it, like the dissonance, industrial, like dystopian aspect, but it's just this frequency shift is so. I would do it supplemental. I would just do it like just a tiny little ending, like an eighth of a bar at the end of like a phrase, like just like whoa, make it like wobbly all of a sudden, but keep the frequency static. Yeah, that's just kind of weird. I think you just need to come up with a better response because you got the call, right? And then the response is just needs to be cleaned up. I think you're operating in too much of a legato way here. Everything is just connected. Everything is nothing's just 10 10 10 10. More staccato shit. Think about it. Even the basses that are supposed to be staccato are still connected. I love this breakdown, man. Just your breakdowns, the atmosphere that you're building, wild. This is like, it makes me want to play like one of these like indie grunge games, like. Hello, puppy. Jarring how immediately you just come into the snare without maybe like filter the snare. It just comes in out of nowhere. At least if you did like a pre-snare, like, or it's just something to bring you into the next section, because it just pam all of a sudden just, full spectrum, weird. 1, 0, -1, -2, -3. Please fix that fucking countdown. Too much low end in that vocal, I think. Still, despite the coolness of it being frequency shifted down to reach those super low frequencies on the fundamentals of this vocal, but there's a lot of low end on this vocal, man, especially compared to the low end of the drop. You don't want to have a vocal before your drop, your pre-drop vocal, to have more low end than your entire drop that follows, do you?
All systems online.
I fuck with this kick. I don't care about this. This fine. It's fine. This kick is okay. It just needs to be controlled. Everything around it needs to be controlled better. Yeah, same issue here regarding the drums. Very mono. I kind of want to hear some stereo here. But it's freaking me out. This sound is so creepy. I don't know why. It has this like Big Crush nature to it. Like the four-man has been shifted so far down from the original sample, whatever that is, that reminds me of these like number stations, like the buzzer or UVB 76, one of those like really creepy like secret signals from outer space shit. Like it's this particular sound. I don't know why it just triggers something in my brain. Weird. Really cool though. Like it's freaky as fuck. Yeah, pretty much does it. Not Mixmaster for sure. Vibe. Idea. Yeah, dude. Great. Wasn't that much to be talked about regarding melody progressions because you're very much oscillating around the root note, the root key. But the sounds, man, the drums especially. You know what? I'll stick with 5 because your drums are here, but your remaining sounds are here. Like especially, dude, especially in the building of the atmosphere and the breakdown. Let's listen to this again. It's so sick. Like here. Jesus Christ, man. Oh, so good. Yeah. So I'll keep it at 5 because your drums really, yeah. Structure. You know what? Good question. Good question regarding structure. This intro is so fucking cool too. I forgot about it. Something like out of Cyberpunk. Dude, you know what? Your structure is actually really good. It's actually really good. You got everything you need. It's just what happens throughout this structure is what needs to be fixed. Mix master, yeah, that's a 4 today. Mainly because of the stuff that I said about the drums and how you're not really give enough energy for each particular section. But again, you're saying you didn't really mix it master, so I'll keep it at 5. I'll keep it at 5 because nah. You didn't mix it. At 0. I've done that before. Don't be mad. Vibe. With you, dude, the vibe is always a 10. Just out of, like, it's really impressive how you build these, like, moments here. I'm scared for my life listening to this shit. Listen to this. And you got that, like, electricity sizzle. It's like... It's awesome, man. Your vibes are always a 10. Always a 10. Sick. Xylokill says, if you intend to do the rest of the submissions tomorrow, don't clear the queue today and don't open submissions tomorrow, or else people who got feedback today will submit again. And people, that's smart. We got a track by fucking Daya? But that's not your track. We need a Token Machine Daya featuring. But dude, that's not your track. You kind of sent a Daya track. Kind of. Low-key, just kind of fucking just sent a fucking Daya track. Yeah, let's listen. I met Daya in Amsterdam, I think. We'll vibe to it, but I'm not gonna review because it's Daya. There's nothing to review.
Falling in love. That's how it starts.
Oh. My lord, it's 6.5 minutes, this. And it's a 3-year-old track. Yeah. Okay. I love it. I love it. I love it. It's good. Why am I still shaking? Oh, there we go. We got Cloak. And WSO, Close to the Sun by Cloak. Let's check it out. I love you. That's in a note. That's the note. Anyway. Oh, that's quiet. That's minus 23 on the lofts right here. That's so quiet. What language is this? That's cool. This is cool. Cloaking cool, I tell you. Wow.
No, I don't wanna know the depths that we go to keep us afloat. 'Cause every time we try to sever our light, we hold on for life. I don't wanna Cause we're flying too close to the sun. Fire's already begun.
Man, this vocal here is just extremely just okay, let's
Cause we're flying too close to the sun.
What's huh. Man. Woo! Wow. Okay. Outros are important. Let's check it out. That's a lot of humanity in that outro, like right there with the foley, with the pedal presses and stuff.
No, I don't wanna.
Yeah, but dude, this intro, minus 23 LUFS.
No, I don't wanna feel so distant from you. Is this what we do?
The vocal is too high pass here, especially because it has room to not be so high pass. I'm gonna rapid fire here. Oh, and next up we're gonna listen to Cloak and f***ing WSO by Cloak.
Was it even real? The love that we had is the love that we lose.
Yeah, that guitar you have in the background just kind of shows up in its entirety, but it's quiet.
Is the love that we lose.
Like, in here, you got the beat, right? You got the sub. You got the tambourine doing the eights. You got the vocal. But that's it. There's nothing that supports the sub and, like, gives grit to this whole section. Especially when you immediately want to tell, like, this section wants to be like the energetic section, but like it's really lacking energy in the low mids and mid in general. Just vam, 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 just something. Why does the hi-hat appear so late into this? And it ends, and it shows up on the last quarter of a 4-bar sequence instead of starting on at the very beginning, I guess. It needs like from the very, this needs to be way more energetic here. very, very quiet snare here. This section is so heavy in the low end and in the the string impact or the brass impacts. It's like I guess it's a synth because it sounds like something between a string and a brass. Well, these are layers actually, but dude, in this section, the vocal sounds like it's coming from a tin can. Literally, it's got these like super harsh frequencies around like 3K or whatever. No, not even 3K. We're talking like this whole area. This. The vocal there was that was the only thing I heard. Just like these like super high frequency, like just ear ringing. Why does the kick have 2 transients? It's like it's like flam, like a flam hit, and it's like the loudest goddamn thing ever. It's like the kick is just like plus 10 dB. I'm joking, but it's like plus 4.8 dB too loud. And everything else is just so quiet underneath, including the vocal. Normally, I like what you do with separating the sequence of the sub and the support basses and the synths on top of it. But here, the sub, I feel like it needs to follow the support stabs more. Yeah, especially here, the boom, boom. It's just too sustained. It needs to go like boom, 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 boom. Maybe do like some crazy fucking like glides up and down, like. I do like the whole like pots and pans is bad. Like I love your pots and pans. I love your style. But they should be represented more. It needs to be stronger. There's like a gap. Again, I think there might be just too high pass. The entire like pots and pans / support Reese's group might be too high pass compared to the sub. You did? That's nuts. Yeah, the doo-dee-doo. So quiet. It's like 4 decibels too quiet. I do like the little disperser hits. Very cool. Might be a bit too quiet too. Yeah, the drums are definitely driving this track for sure. And I love everything about these drums. It's just everything else is just so quiet. Do-dee-doo. This little cool metallic response on the bass. Do-dee-doo. The color stabs were made from Cloak Official Screaming. Whoa. See ya, amazing. Have a good one, Zan. Thank you so much for coming over and doing everything. As usual. Shout out to the mods. You guys are great. Again, minus 20, right? Minus 18, minus 19. The dubstep we go. There's so much air in his vocals, so much high end, but not enough fundamental. Well, the fundamental's there, but it's just like missing some mids. And then you bring in the mids like crazy during the build-up. Yep. Same situation here because it's a copy paste right from the. My honest reaction to this drop, I would rather you take this entire drop, copy paste it here, and do drum and bass. And this could be a section after that drum and bass drop, just like a anthemic, just like a last hurrah, the ba 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 da da. Yeah, I would swap the sections, like, because you put the actual drop here, in my opinion, like at the very end. Bye, Zan. Yeah, these flammed kicks, I'm not sure. Yeah, that thing. What is that? It's like a metallic buzzer. Why is it doing that? Make the ground shake. What is going on the low end here, dude? You got like 2 notes. You got this note. You got this one and also this one. Look at that beautiful sub. Look at that steady note. That's what I think you have. That's what it sounds like, dude. Or dudes, rather. There's 2 of you now. Yeah, it feels like 2 notes, 2 sub notes together. That can't be just 1/808. There's no way. There's some phase issue there. It's just like you got something colliding with it in the low end. I like the little break. Yep. There's like this and this next to each other, just right there. Oh, I know what it is. It's the sustain bass. You definitely didn't high pass it enough. You should high pass it. Yeah, all of these should be high passed to the sub, but not too much. Don't high pass them too much because you did that in the first drop. Yeah. Let's go. Great. I wish I understood what she was saying. Dude, initially at the beginning of the track, I thought this was like Hebrew or something. What language is this? Is that English? I deserve that. That's actually totally English. Shut up. God. Sounds. I wasn't ready for it, but it didn't spook me that much this first time. Your sounds are great. They just need to be gain staged. Yeah. Structure strong as fuck, but dude, I think you guys should swap the second drop and make the melodic the last hurrah of the track. But the structure itself is very strong. Very strong. Let me check it out again. Possibly a bit too long. Possibly a bit too long of a track. Yeah, it's this really long build up. But again, it's a journey. It's you wanna speak it through your music, so it's not you don't really have to shorten it. It's a like 440 for a journey track is still good. I wouldn't keep the time. Keep it 440. Let's see what happens. In this particular section, the melodic one, because I kind of ignored it regarding sound design. The bass lines, they need to have a stronger pitch transient, like a dio 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 dio. because you got the stabbiness of the staccato that goes together with the sub, which I appreciate. Right, you do that, but you don't do that every time, and that kind of pisses me off. Which, okay, yeah, the lead on top of it doesn't have to do the same staccato as the bass line does, but you do have a chord layer there that does follow the bass line, don't you? There is something there, but I'm not sure if it follows the... Yeah, there is. Yeah, of course, there has to be to fill up the space. But yeah, I would add these like stronger, like for you guys' music especially, because it's like very ballsy and very metallic. I would like do this like on the sub, just just bigger clicks, like plus 24 semitones on the transients. 38 milliseconds. I like this though. I like the doo-doo-dee-doo. Maybe this could be reworked. Instead of just copying this into drum and bass, maybe this could be reworked. Like, it does have some really cool elements in there. Yeah, it's just a sub just colliding with some weird frequency from some sustained bass on top of it. But yeah, dude, structure strong. Not as strong as it could be though. Yeah, because of the selection of what you put in that structure. In my opinion. That's my opinion. Mix master. Yeah, the mix. The drums are way too loud. This is probably like, I'm surprised how much work this track requires recording mix. But my God. Niner. That's a niner. That's a Viber niner, in my opinion. Imho. It makes his ass. No, I wouldn't say it makes his ass. It's not. It's just, it requires some gain staging, EQing. Yeah. In particular, because of the weird sub on the second drop, like just weirdly colliding with whatever was on top. And yeah. That's right, I said it. MKBHD. Oh no, my bad. MHBZ. The Star System's calling. Guys, that's the message. Cool. Let's check it out. MHBZ. Let's find you in the chat. A track from 4 months ago with a shit ton of comments. Well, 50. Still a lot. I'm in. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Wow. Oh, shut up. Oh, fuck off. Oh, that's so awesome. Whoa. Huh? Huh? Oh. Oh boy, what's gonna happen, dude? Ow, ow, ow. Turning a kick, an extra tone kick into a synth. What a journey. Every goddamn time. Every time a track like this pops up, it ends exactly like this, with a build up to something else. It doesn't matter if it's, what's WP's friend? Vincent? Or this. There was like one more artist that did exactly the same thing. You guys remember? It always ends with like a swoop into something that comes after. Crazy. The only thing I can talk about is this. It's so bizarre. There's the spectrogram shows low end, but there's so many harmonics on top of it, and just so many, just not from the sub, but from just everything else that diminishes the sub so much. It shows up on the higher notes, but like on the lower note, it doesn't have the oomph because not many elements are well high pass to it. Also, Doki Machine, can the link still work if I change the cover art before it gets selected? Wait, hold up. Can the link still work if I change the cover art before it gets... Of course, yeah, this cover art is completely disconnected from... Yeah. The gain staging of everything is so good. Not a single element was just like, ah, shit, I'm way too loud for the rest of the elements. No, it's very consistent gain staging. Yeah, maybe something here just popped in too loud. Yeah, this one will impact. What was that growl here? Baba. It started on the wrong note. Yeah, like if we were to nitpick this entire thing, I maybe would have found like 5 things, like 5, maybe. You know what I mean? And it's not something I really want to do it to a track like this. It's... I like the blue balls effect of just like not giving us another drop here. And instead this way too loud of a synth lead, rather, from the kick. I think it's way too loud, the fucking bagpipe. It became a bagpipe. Listen to this. To me, it has similar features to a bagpipe frequency. Kick to bagpipe pipeline, dude. Very pretty. And The submitter is not here, are they? Metahuman Boy, if you're here, this is a very pretty track, and I absolutely love it. I would nitpick it. Yeah, that was way too loud. The synth is way too loud. But the prettiness of this track just kind of it just outshines any sort of feedback. Guys, dude, I'm actually this is really nice. I'm very happy to have this track here. Absolute cinema, just beauty. Couple of nitpicks there, like a couple, just like it's still a 9er in my opinion. 8.5 I would put. Structure, folks. Structure, he says. Yeah, the structure. Structure is, yeah. Yeah, I'll give it a 10. Mixmaster did very high. It's very high up there. Some of the drums I wouldn't have gone with, especially this year. A little bit outdated on some of the kicks, some of the snares. But my God, now you know what? I'm gonna give more for sounds. Yeah, I mean, dude, who are we kidding? Is this the highest rated track so far? Like when you take an average, this becomes a 9, this becomes a 9, right? So that's 36 plus 10, that's 46. Is that the highest ever? Was it Modus's? Modus's might have been the fucking, yeah, the goat. The goat! I think that would have been Modus. But this is way up there, dude. The idea. I'm joking. This is good. Phenomenal. A shame the person who was reviewing it wasn't there for this. Now, a message from it's Xylokill. If you're streaming tomorrow, do not clear the queue. Yeah. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna clear the queue. Chat. Yeah, we're gonna do a streameroni tomorrow. Very short one. We're gonna finish this raffle. We're gonna finish the 24 people off. What? We're gonna finish jackpot. And yeah, that's way too loud. I need to manage my volumes. Thank you so much for subscribing, especially Cloak. Big up for the gifted subscriptions. Massive respect to all of you guys. Can't thank you enough. I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you guys.